Hey there, Tommy from the Run Testers, and we are back with our big running shoe guide. In this video, we talk through our top picks across a range of categories, going all the way from the most comfortable easy day shoes, all the way up to the best shoes for running fast on race day. Now, these aren't all the shoes out at the moment. These are the ones that we all rate. So we've been through all the shoes that we've tested over the past few months, and we've picked the ones that we think are worthy of adding into this list. So let's jump in and see what shoes we have picked. The Nike Vaporfly Next Percent 2 is perhaps the world's best known carbon plate race shoe. The original was so good that very little has changed in the second version aside from an updated breathable engineered mesh that improves on the previous Vaporweave upper. Despite a slew of new carbon plate options hitting the market since the Vaporfly 2 was launched in 2021, and as well as the much earlier released original, it still features prominently in the results for elite racers around the world. Along with a full-length carbon plate, the success of the lightweight shoe is largely due to Nike's ZoomX foam, offering an experience that combines a high level of energy return and bounce with a design that propels runners forward at speed. The Saucony Endorphin Pro and Pro 2 were met with a mixed response when released, mainly due to the firmer ride when compared with other carbon plate super shoes available. With the Endorphin Pro 3, Saucony has made a shoe which is almost unrecognisable when compared with its predecessors. The new high stack of Power on PB foam delivers the bounce and softness that people have come to expect from leading super shoes. That midsole works alongside the S-curve carbon plate and speed roll design to produce an incredibly comfortable and fluid ride for running at speed, one that's comparable with Nike's leading shoes. Unlike some carbon plate races, we've even found that the Endorphin Pro is so versatile that it can be used across race distances from 5k all the way up to marathons, and works extremely well for training sessions at different paces.
Even within the world of carbon super shoes, the Alphafly 2 stands out as outlandish. It's bigger and bouncier than any other carbon shoe, and while its weight and lack of agility make it best suited to marathons rather than shorter races, get the Alphafly 2 lined up in a long straight and it's unbelievably propulsive. The updates from the Alphafly 1 make the shoe more accessible, with a wider, more stable base, a higher drop, and extra ZoomX foam under the Air Zoom pods to add more bounce to the forefoot. It's a top option for big city marathons on PB-friendly courses, but it's very expensive, and there's certainly a case for nabbing a deal on the Alphafly 1 if you spot it in the sales. The Metaspeed Sky Plus is the top carbon plate shoe available from Asics, and we found that to be the case even if you are a runner who fits the running style suited to the Edge Plus, Asics' other super shoe. The Sky Plus is bouncier and lighter, and great for racing at any distance from 5k to the marathon. It has a carbon plate paired with Asics' bouncy FF Turbo foam and a redesigned upper that creates a better fit than the original. Heel strikers beware, however. The lack of rubber on the outsole means you'll see wear and tear on the exposed foam at the back of the shoe.
Where some carbon plate racers offer versatility across different distances, the Adios Pro 3 is best used for longer efforts over half marathon distance. The combination of 2 layers of Light Strike Pro midsole foam and updated NG Rods 2.0 offer a slightly firmer ride than shoes like the Vaporfly Next Percent and the Saucony Endorphin Pro 3, which lends itself to a consistent pace over longer races. The new lightweight upper gives a secure, comfortable fit, and the Continental rubber outsole is one of the best we've tested for grip and protection of the midsole foam.
The Adidas Takumi Sen 8 is one of our favourite new shoes of the year, and it's the best of the new breed of lower stack super shoes, which also includes the Nike Streetfly and the New Balance Supercomp Pacer. The Takumi Sen is very light and fast, but it still has enough cushioning to protect your legs over longer distances, and it's one of the best 5k racing shoes going. At its full price, it's perhaps hard to justify picking up the Takumi Sen over full carbon super shoes like the Vaporfly, but if you can get it in a deal, it's a superb speed session shoe that's also great for short races.
The Saucony Endorphin Speed 1 and 2 have long been our most talked about options for runners that want a shoe that can do it all. With the Endorphin Speed 3, Saucony has made few changes to the design, which may be welcome news to anyone that's used the previous versions. Those updates are designed to improve the stability of the midsole, as well as provide a wider fit, a change that may not be to everyone's tastes. But aside from those changes, the Speed 3 is still our top choice for daily training, able to tackle everything from easy day miles all the way up to race day thanks to the combination of a full-length nylon plate with the Power on PB midsole foam and speed roll design. If you want to buy just one shoe for all your runs, or you need a training partner for a carbon plate option, it's a shoe that ticks all the boxes.
The Hoka Mach 5 is a lightweight, well-cushioned shoe that uses a dual-density midsole to deliver a soft but energetic ride that works well for a range of training runs. It's comfortable to use for relaxed base miles, excels over longer runs, and it still has the pace for speedy stuff, even if it lacks the propulsion of a plate in the midsole. The exposed foam outsole does reduce durability, but the Mach 5 is a great pick for runners who want a simple daily trainer that disappears on the foot and delivers at a similar level to high-tech shoes like the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3. The Puma Velociti Nitro 2 is more cushioned than our other top daily trainer picks, and more comfortable as a result, but the bouncy nitrogen-infused foam used for the top layer of the midsole still packs plenty of pop when you're doing your speedier training sessions. The superb Puma Grip outsole means that the Nitro 2 is very at home on light trails too, which is great for those who mix up their surfaces during their daily training. It's also terrific value at its RRP of £100 or $120 and often found in sales.
The Float Velociti Wind 2 is a great option if you want a versatile training shoe that veers more towards a conventional design. It feels lightweight on the foot and has a leaner midsole than many daily shoes out there, which means it can tackle faster efforts easily while still having enough cushioning for slower efforts. The thin upper is one of the most comfortable out there and makes for a supportive and breathable fit for faster sessions. Another big bonus is that it also includes Under Armour's Map My Run connective technology that tracks running metrics without the need for a watch.
The updates Saucony has made with the Ride 15 have made it a lighter, softer shoe that's both more comfortable and also better suited to speed work than past editions of the Ride. It's a great all-rounder option that has a firmer, slightly more traditional ride than other shoes we've picked, which will suit runners who aren't entirely in love with the market trend towards softer midsoles and high-tech shoes.
Few cushioned shoes have hit the top of our lists as often as the Brooks Glycerin line. For many years it's been a shoe that delivers the right balance of midsole stack and comfort for runners that want to tick off mileage as enjoyably as possible. The Glycerin 20 sees one of the biggest upgrades to the shoe in years due to the addition of a new nitrogen-infused DNA Loft V3 midsole that makes for a softer and bouncier ride. In addition, there's also an improved upper fit that combines plush comfort with a locked-down feel. Another shoe that has consistently impressed us for easy days over the years is the Saucony Triumph, offering a plush, comfortable ride with a midsole that feels both soft and bouncy. The latest version sees updates to the Power Run Plus midsole foam and modifications to the overall geometry of the shoe, resulting in an incredibly enjoyable ride when your focus is ticking off the miles and protecting your legs for as long as possible. There's also a redesigned upper for a more comfortable fit, in addition to an updated lace design. Whether you want a comfortable shoe for easy days or a long training run partner for your marathon race shoes, the Triumph 20 is one of the best options out there.
Nike made minimal updates to the Invincible 2 compared with the original, and that's alright with us, because it means it's still one of the most enjoyable cushion shoes on the market. The soft and springy ZoomX foam midsole delivers a uniquely fun ride, and the wide base of the Invincible 2 means that it's still fairly stable despite all that foam. It's a great option for hammering out big mileage weeks during marathon training, but also great to pull on just any time you want a fun, relaxed run. We'd say it's smarter to bag a bargain on the previous version of the Invincible if you can though, because not much has changed with the second edition.
The Fresh Foam Morbi 3 is a max cushion shoe that offers a more balanced midsole than many of the softer options available. The fresh foam used across New Balance's range is slightly firmer than that found in shoes like the Nike Invincible 2 and the Triumph 20, which makes it a good choice for runners that like a bit less squish. When combined with the rocker design, that midsole helps promote an efficient turnover that makes long distance runs smooth and enjoyable. There's also a plush engineered mesh upper and a healthy covering of outsole rubber to ensure the shoe can cover many miles.
The Cloudmonster has a notably softer ride than On's other shoes, and while it's still a bit firmer than most maximally cushioned shoes, it protects the legs well when racking up the miles. The firmer platform also makes the Cloudmonster more stable than other shoes and better suited to faster running. Its relatively lightweight also helps to make it a more versatile option than other maximally cushioned shoes.
For many people that want to own just one shoe to rule them all, the Speed 3 is at the top of the list. The Speed Roll technology and Power Run PB midsole foam can tackle easy runs and daily miles in comfort, but when you want to up the pace, the shoe has no issues with tempo training, intervals or even race day, thanks to the addition of the nylon plate. Many Saucony fans even preferred the Speed 2 to the brand's Carbon Plate Pro 2 for race day, although with the launch of the Pro 3, that may change.
If you're keen to avoid using plated shoes for your training and racing, the Hoka Mach 5 stands out as a comfortable but quick option that will be a great pick for longer events like the marathon in particular. It's light enough not to feel an encumbrance in shorter events too, even if it does lack the pop of a plated shoe. The downside of using the Mach 5 as your all-rounder is that it's not the most durable shoe in the world owing to the exposed foam outsole, but it's also a little cheaper than other favourites like the Endorphin Speed 3.
The new Balance Fuelcell TC is far from a new shoe, but we've added it in here because it's still one of the best options out there for versatility. The soft, bouncy fuel cell midsole works alongside the full-length carbon plate to produce a ride that's almost comparable with many super shoes designed for race day. Sadly, New Balance is yet to update the shoe, but it still remains one of the go-to options, and you can also pick it up fairly cheaply at various places.
The Hyperion Tempo is a very lightweight shoe and it has a more traditional ride than many of the other all-rounder shoes on our list. It's almost like a more cushioned racing flat, and it certainly has the speed to tackle your events and speed work, even if some runners will find it a tad too firm to use for all their training. If you like a shoe with plenty of feel for the ground, however, it can handle all that training and then produce the goods on race day.
The Hoka Rincon range has been a go-to lightweight option for runners that want a cost-effective shoe that works just as well for easy runs as it does for faster efforts. The conventional design and feel makes it a good option for new runners, and the thin mesh upper means that they're a great choice for training in the heat. The midsole foam is not the springiest you'll like to find on the market, and many users have mentioned durability issues, but for the price, it's one of the best options out there for comfort and versatility. We've talked about the Puma Velociti Nitro 2 and its predecessor almost as much as the Speed 1 and Speed 2 over the last couple of years, and for good reason. For the price, there's no better option for a shoe that can tackle all of your training runs. The plush, comfortable upper feels supportive and cushioned, while the dual layer midsole combines Puma's soft, bouncy nitrogen-infused Nitro foam with a firmer EVA underneath. The result is a versatile, cushioned daily shoe that delivers the goods for anything up to fast efforts. At £100, it's easily our best value pick out there.
The Floatride Energy 4 is fantastic value at its full RRP, and then is actually offered in sales for a lot less. It's a reliable daily trainer with a protective and responsive ride that works for a wide variety of runs, from very easy plods to interval sessions. The outsole also grips well on wet roads and even light trails, and the Floatride foam midsole is long lasting, making the shoe even better value. While we prefer the bouncier feel of the Puma Velociti Nitro 2, if you want a more traditional shoe at a great price, the Floatride Energy 4 is very hard to beat. Nike Pegasus 39 is a durable and comfortable daily trainer that has a reasonable RRP and a happy knack of popping up in sales. The Pegasus 39 is lighter and better suited to faster training than the 38, while still being well cushioned and great for cruising through your easy runs as well. Another standout feature on the Pegasus 39 is the outsole, which grips well on light trails as well as the road and is highly durable.
So that's it from us. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click that little bell icon, and check the channel out for all the other videos we've got, from the latest road and trail shoes to running headphones and watches out at the moment. And don't forget, we've also got the Run Testers monthly podcast that comes out at the end of every month. You can go into the caption below and find the link to listen to that on your chosen podcast provider, and we'll be back soon. Thanks for watching.